Christy Figley, and this is my mentor, Mrs. Morgan. Welcome to our post-observation conference for the 2 secondary lessons that she has observed me teaching. The first lesson was on comparing numbers using greater than, less than, or equal to, and the second lesson was on identifying and writing mixed numbers. So, on the first lesson that I did with Jim was on comparing numbers. And I listed that my strength in the lesson was the fact that he caught on very well to the skill and caught on very quickly with little instruction. And that my weakness in this one was that he caught on to the lesson so quickly that I wasn't prepared with any extra material to present to him. Luckily, the way I teach, this was more of a mini lesson versus a full 45-minute lesson, or I would have been in trouble because I wouldn't have had anything else for him to do. My overall feeling was that it went pretty well. He recalled the prior knowledge that was necessary in order to proceed with the new skill. He caught onto it, he mastered it pretty quickly and with ease. Changes or improvements that I would make for next time on this one would be to be prepared with a lesson for the next concept so that if in the event that he catches on that quickly again, I will have something else or I can move on to, instead of just shoving him off to the IXL, MobiMax, or iStation. On this particular one, he did meet the 75% accuracy in order to master the objective. So we'll be ready to move on to comparing decimals with tenths followed by hundreds and then thousands on this one. All right, and on the second one, this is the one where Jim was having to identify and write mixed numbers using models to an accuracy of 67%. The strength in this lesson, I felt, was being able to use the manipulatives to review the prior knowledge with little fraction circles, just to go over and reminding what the denominator was, what the numerator was, and then from that we were able to jump into identifying the wholes and the fractional parts. I really didn't feel there was a weakness in this lesson. Jim and the others in his group grasped the concept pretty quickly. They moved right into the IXL activity, and they actually all ended up scoring 100% on the assignments.
Good.
I think it went well. After the recall of the prior knowledge, I introduced it. They grabbed it. They ran with it. They identified them from pictures. Then I gave them the numbers, and they in turn colored in the correct amounts. And I'm not really sure that I would have changed anything in the way I presented that and the way that turned out. He did end up mastering the objective. It was a minimum of 67%. He scored 100. So next we'll move on to converting mixed numbers to improper fractions and vice versa. And then we'll build on that by adding and subtracting mixed numbers with like and unlike denominators. All right. And that's my side of it. So now for your input.
I thought you did a good job on both of these lessons. I really enjoyed. Okay, I thoroughly enjoyed the second lesson because I thought that the use of manipulatives for the kids was perfect because they were little cards. And it was just easy for the kids to understand. It was easy for them to use. It was easy for them to follow. And so I also liked that they were able to go and get their own colors, the color of crayons, their markers that they wanted to use, give them a little extra buy-in to that lesson because they were able to color 4/5 or whatever it was the way that they wanted to use it. And I thought that you did a great job whenever you would come across a student who didn't seem like they understood the first time. You didn't, that's wrong, you didn't do that right. You were just, okay, come on, kind of making it a light, funny atmosphere for the kids to where they feel like they can make mistakes because, of course, we know that that's how kids grow. And so when they were able to make the mistake and you not make such a big deal out of that mistake that they made, then they were more likely to listen to what you had to say to help them. So I thought you did a great job.
Okay.
Very good.
Thank you very much.
You're so welcome.